Hello, hello. Kim Allen here. I am so excited to talk about this topic today. I have seen a couple of videos recently, and I have been talking about feeling stuck a lot lately and needing to make a decision. And so today I'm going to talk about empty nest and what that is and where that comes from. And I saw a video the other day of a woman who literally, she's like, I've been crying for a week and I just don't even know what to do with myself anymore. And her son had moved away. I don't know if he went off to college or he went to start his life, but empty nest, for those of you who don't know, are when your kids grow up and they spread their wings and fly, just like you did once upon a time. But what does that do sometimes? Well, we have spent years of our lives, whether that's 18 years or 25 years, identifying as being a mom. And for many of us, a working mom. And so we have spent our lives doing for our children, making sure they're taken care of, going to work, doing all of the things that are involved with raising a child. And you may be married also. And going through that process and never putting yourself first. It's always about the kids. And if you are married, a lot of times when the child grows up and moves away, you both look at each other and you're like, who are you? It's the kids that were like holding us together. They were the glue, because we focus so much on raising those children, as society tells us, that we lose track of what's important to us and continuing to create our lives and evolve in our lives. And so when they move away, it's like this really quick snip of the cord. And it's like, now what? Now what am I supposed to do? Well, I want you to imagine when you left home. I know when I left home, I was 17. I didn't think for 2 seconds about what my parents were feeling about me moving away. I was going to start my life, and that was that. Now, I was that child that returned home a couple of times after leaving originally, but I never thought about that. I was just excited to start my own life, right? And so the awesome thing is that when you can look at your child that way, like I look at my son, and I thought about this before I came on here, is that my son left home pretty young, and he was 18, and he's now 32. So he's been gone for 14 years, which is almost equal to how long I raised him, right? How long he was at home with me raising him. Now, I was a working mom, and so I was gone a lot. But it's almost been the same amount of time, which is so crazy. Anyway, I now look at him, and it is so exciting for me to watch him grow into the man that he has become, to have his struggles, to have his wins, to have the career that he has, but all the struggle that came before that career, where I could just keep encouraging him to keep going. And now he has children. And so watching him with his kids, that I cannot tell you is the greatest joy, is to watch my son be a dad and be a husband. It's just amazing to watch that. And so because it has been such a long time for me, I get so much joy in that. And so I would encourage you to just think about that and be excited for what they have up ahead of them. Now, that being said, it is not easy to have such a quick, abrupt shift in your life. Even though you know it's coming, it just happens. It just happens overnight, and then poof, they're gone. And you walk in their room and they're not there, right? And that could feel really heavy. But here's the really cool stuff. Allow yourself to feel that it's a sense of loss, right? Everything that you've known is changing. But it's also a time for you to recreate yourself. to ignite the passion in you, to reconnect with your husband, like to really live this part of your life with you first. But what that involves is throughout these years, all of these identities you've created of being a mom, that's what I am, you now need to go through the process of recreating who you are, what you want to do. Because you are who you are right now, but what do you want to do? Give yourself permission to dream again. I've asked this question of so many women, and I asked them, when was the last time you gave yourself permission to dream? Like to think about the things that you want to do in your life. Like, what does this next chapter in your life hold? And overwhelmingly, the response is, I don't know, probably when I was a kid. And I'm talking about a 40-year-old woman, a 50-year-old woman, a woman in her 60s. Literally, they can't remember when they last put themselves first and had a dream. So now's the time. Now is the time. Feel that loss. But then, what do you want to do next? To uncover those habits of thinking that are keeping you in this place of feeling like, I don't know what's next, with not feeling any passion. Those are thought habits. Those are things you've done for so many years. You've done the same thing and now it's shifting and changing. Well, you got to shift and change to go along with that if you want to create this next chapter in your life with joy and excitement and not dread. So here's the thing. I am a habit transformation coach. This has transformed my life. Before I became a coach, I was a student, and I'm always a student. But when I learned the tools that shifting your habits, what shifting your habits does, I knew this is what I needed to do for the next chapter of my life. This was part of me discovering my passion. And the same can happen for you when you uncover those thought habits. So what I want to invite you to take your habits of thinking assessment. Literally, it takes 10 or 15 minutes. That is all. And it will identify the habits that are sending you these messages of, I don't know what to do with myself next, right? The sabotaging habits. And we can work together and learn how to shift those so that you can dream again, so that you can write this next chapter in your story. So, what are you waiting for? Let me know that you're interested. I will send you the link. I am so excited for you to do this, to uncover those things, because you know what? Empty nest does not have to feel empty. It does not. It could feel complete and you can feel fulfilled. Absolutely. Even when the kids have moved away. So I look forward to hearing from you. And until next time, I will talk to you soon. Have a great one.